Over the years, Ruto has exported so many random things from Kenya. At one point, he did his best to send Gen Zs to the Middle East through his fictitious labor agreements. Labor agreements that never worked out because of people getting detained or finding themselves at the front lines of Ukraine and Russia. And if you thought that was the worst of the worst in terms of exports by this regime, then you're wrong. We are now majoring heavily on selling blood to other nations. I mean, since when did blood become a business? That's messed up. And the sad thing is that it's true. Just look at this export data, and I quote. This is from WITS, World Integrated Trade Solution. And you can see here that our export to the world is 58,854 kilograms of blood. It goes on to break it down, how much we exported to Ethiopia, that's 167, Tanzania 70, Ghana 58, US 57, and so on and so forth. So this is a business. We have been selling blood at a bei iko hapa ya trade value $552 per kilogram. So you can do the math, ujue hiyo ni pesa ngapi mtu fulani ama watu fulani waliingiza. Now in this video, let us look into some of the reasons why this scandal is not just like any other. This is the worst of the worst. And so with no further ado, let's get after it. Number one, for the past 1 year, the president's daughter Charlene Ruto has been championing for blood donations nationwide. And that's not just me saying it. Just have a look at this tweet, for instance. This is from Shola Ad. Here is something even more interesting. Earlier today, I exposed that some people and institutions exported 4,892 kilograms of Kenyan human blood and blood fractions in 2024, equivalent to roughly 9,000 to 11,000 blood donations. Now here's where it gets even more interesting. In that same year, Charlene Ruto ran a nationwide blood donation campaign for months, with Kenyans being mobilized across the country to donate blood to save lives. It was heavily covered by the media. And now we know blood and blood-related products left the country through export. And while all this was happening, hospitals across Kenya were still reporting shortages, with families being told to look for donors themselves. The exporters reportedly made over 20 million from those exports, and that's what is officially captured in some documents. What about the ones hidden in documents that aren't public? And I did do my research. It's true. Charlene was the ambassador wa kusanya damu hii Kenya last year. It's on Google. You can check it. Or Bing if you're a fan of Bing for that matter. So every now and then ukipata text, oh might you be O negative, mtu wetu wako na shida, we need a donation. It's because some people wanasanya damu wanaenda kuuza. A proper investigation needs to be done. Starting na hii Mama Lucy ya Gaucho na hizi zingine zote. Damu yote mumekuwa mkisanya ilienda wapi? Kama mlisanya 50 kilograms ilitumika kwa nani na nani? And we counter check. Otherwise, this is a business. This is a very lucrative business that otherwise no one would have looked into. It's the same way kuna wazungu huko nje pia ni wakora. Wanasanya nguo, wanasema they are donating to Africa. Inakuja kama bail, watu wanauziwa Gikomba. Please don't treat our blood as equivalent of nguo ya Gikomba. Mnaenda kuuza huko nje na mnasanya for free. That is fraud. The second most sickening part about this is the fact that the most targeted people are comrades. When I was in university in those days, each semester ukienda darasa unaona a small truck pale with medics. Unafanyiwa HIV test, wanasanya damu. Unafanyiwa HIV test, wanasanya damu, wanakupea lollipop. Uende ukimumunya ukirudi kusoma kwa darasa. Turns out it was a business. And they are targeting comrades sababu hawatauliza maswali. That is the sad thing about it. We need new laws whereby kama unasanya damu, it should be in a medical facility kama Aga Khan, MPESA, or whatever hospital is designated in your local area. Si kila mtu anafaa kuja na lab coat, anaanza kudunga watu wakichukua damu na anaenda kuuza huko nje. Because now it's a lucrative business. Anyone can do it. Ukijua tu kutafuta vein hapa na kuextract damu na kupima magonjwa ndogo hapa na pale so that you don't go and give people tainted blood. You can set up anywhere like a kiosk and start siphoning blood. So we need laws and regulations where people can go and donate. And once it's donated, how do we track? How is it used? Kama ime expire, ilitupwa wapi? Who oversaw it being discarded? Amesign pale? So that we cannot have such things happening in this country. And all those who've been doing it, I think the best punishment for them. Kama wewe umeiba 10 kilograms of blood, ile umeiba ndo unafaa utolewe as compensation. Even if you drop dead ni sawa. Kama uliiba 50 kilograms na uko na 6 peke yake, hiyo 6 tunataka tuitoe, tutajua vile tutatumia, na tusipotumia ni sawa, you have paid for your sins. That is the only way people will change. Na sijui kama wata-investigate hiki kitu sababu wanaona inazungukia kwa boma ya mdosi, but let's see if people have balls in parliament. Let's see if they can take on this bull by the horns. Now having said that, guys, let's see what Kenyans are excited to say about this. And I quote, Wanjiru said, unapeana bure, wanaiuza for millions, wajinga ni sisi. Steve Wanga said, this is a family thing. They have been taught ukora mingi na the father. Ni kitu iko kwa blood. Just imagine taking free blood donation only to end up selling the blood. No wonder there's rising cases of sijui kidney cells za mlango ya nyuma. Overcome Evil with Good said, if true, this is one of the most weirdest thing Kenyans have had. Going around asking people to donate blood then selling it abroad. Hiyo greed nayo, it's on steroids. Mkulima mdogo said, wait a minute. Twende pole pole kiasi. You mean the ambassador? By this juncture, you guys know who the ambassador is selling blood donated by Kenyans? ? Some said, so we donate blood freely for them to sell and make millions. May this family be cursed. But Road say you guys, do drop me your comments in the comment section below and I'll do best to read them and to give you a response. So with that, here today's ads of the day.
Right now, I'm with my team headed to a client's house in Ruto for consultation. That is to take measurements of the windows, go through our catalog with the client, and then once they decide on the color and the fabric they want, we'll get busy sewing, and at long last, the curtains installation will be on us. So if you're looking for curtains, shears, curtain rods, curtain accessories, reach out to Phoenix Curtains and Interior Decor and we will sort you out. Call us on 0724 414153.
If you're in need of electrical wiring, solar installation, or electrical fittings such as strip lights, snake lights, downlighters, or chandeliers, contact Engineer Wycliffe at 0707 476602 and he'll get your house dapped up. If you're here for the first time, please go on and hit the subscribe button. And if you're watching for a different platform, just head on over to YouTube, search for David Wafula. Hit the subscribe button, you're going to be getting a ton of content of this nature. If politics is something you're passionate about, this is definitely the one channel that you really need to subscribe to. Alright guys, adios. Thank you for choosing David Wafula as your primary news platform. We put countless hours in research, recording, and editing. By showing up each and every day to watch our videos, you encourage us to generate more videos for the viewers. We are on a mission to inform, educate, and build a better tomorrow. To our thousands of followers in a world full of presidents, kings, and queens, you are the real gem. Adios.